Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. Today, I want to talk about control of the people. Hey, Jeezy, 3 in 1. Yeah, what I mean by control of the people is that we at the point where we are actually not even controlling our own lives. You may say, "Oh, I control my own life." No, you don't. I don't even control my own life. My own life. We're at the will of somebody else, whether it's your parents if you're a kid, or the government if you like me. They're controlling whatever we do. They're controlling what we buy. They're controlling what we can say. I mean, we at the control of other people, and it's getting worse. I mean, we are really in a deep state, and we there's nothing we can do about it because this is the new norm. See what I mean by that is we just can't just go out there and start protesting like we used to do in the 60s or even the early 70s because if we do, we might be tagged terrorists. You cannot even say too much on your own YouTube channel, even though it's a public forum, because you could be tagged subversive. Now I was watching a friend of mine. I mean, his channels we started at the same time, and his channel I used to give his channel shout outs and stuff. You know how I do that little shout out thing. And the other day I read something on his channel where they demonetized him. Magic Prepper, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Now, me and him started the same time. He got like 79,000 followers and stuff like that. And he got demonetized because he was showing guns and talking, stuff about them and other stuff about the government and stuff like that. So it happens, and it is just not what we used to be. We got Big Brother watching us all the time, so we are under their control. But let me give you some shout outs. A Detroit Prepping, A Unpaved Explorer, that's John Coffey. You get a chance, John Coffey pushing for those watch hour minutes. He needs them so he can be monetized. Hey Adam, how you doing? Hey Teresa, how you doing? Okay. Let's see. Teresa say, "Yep, things are only getting worse. Peaceful protests will be considered domestic terrorists." You're right about that. John Coffey says a different world now, and it's getting bad. It's really getting worse. I mean, I'm not a used car salesman. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to tell you some things. You know what I mean? So, but it's going to be really bad out there. It's going to get worse, especially when I see that a new lockdown is coming for the United States. I mean, you may not be able to see it, but I see it. It's coming. I guess you can call it lockdown 2.0 because they have not done enough damage to the people that they will be locking us down again. I mean, it's going to be an economic thing. I mean, but that's how it is. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. See, it's like this. They only tell us the things when it's election time. They only tell us the dirt. We get the dirt. You start looking at these politicians differently. When they have these elections coming up and stuff like that, and you get both parties up there together or independent up there, then they start telling on each other. And then you be wondering, why didn't they tell us this through the years, through the last 4 years? But they wait till election time so they can try to take over, but they're both the same. You know what I mean? And then you get all the dirt. And then you wonder why you ever voted for this person. Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Let's say I'm curious. I'm waiting on an important phone call, and I have a feeling you will get a phone call before me. You're right about that. I got my phone right here. I'm waiting. Because I'm talking about the government. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. And if you're listening out there, you probably got my house wired, a bug, or whatever. I'm not. I'm not anti-government. I love my government. I would change some things in the government. Like I would limit the term that you guys can be in office. 40 years is too long. That's ridiculous. 40 years for anybody is too long. People they dying in office. They've been there 40 years. They just dropping dead now. But I'm just saying that's too long. You lose touch with the people because you ain't been with the people in a long time. See, a lot of them start off like us. They start off, working their way on up. They got normal 9 to 5 jobs. They run for alderman. They run for councilman. They run for they state senate and stuff like that, or mayor, and then they get elected to the Senate in the United States or the House of Representatives, and then you never hear from them again in your neighborhood until election time. They don't know what's going on. They knew what was going on 20 years ago, but they don't know what's going on today. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to stop. I seen the buffer. Okay. Hey, Butchcraft, how you doing? They are now considered a mask mandate, even if you are vaccinated. Yeah, John, you're right. We're getting ready to get for that 2.0 coming. There are a few countries I would have no problems living there, but the majority made me thankful the country I live in. Yeah, I like living here in America. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I wouldn't want to be born anywhere else. Let's see, Teresa said, I never worn a mask and never will. I wore a mask. Like I said, they tell me to wear a mask. I wear a mask because they control me. I'm not one of the people that say they're not gonna be able to control me. They control me. They do. And it's a shame. And the problem is with that is I know they in control. You see what I'm saying? Yep. Like I say, every politician promised to do something different, but they all end up doing the same. That's the sad part about this whole deal. They all promise to do something different, and they all end up doing the same, and there's nothing we can do about that. Except, like I say, limited their terms and all that other stuff. But anyway, let me say something else. I want everybody to say a prayer for all the people down in Florida that lost their loved ones and stuff like that in that building. I wonder what happened with that building, because it seems to me something strange happened. They say they knew the building was sinking like an inch or two a year or something like that, but I don't know what happened in there. And I hope they find out. And like I said, I feel bad for anybody to lose anybody. You know what I mean? I feel sad for anybody that loses anybody. Okay, let me get back to what I was talking about. I'm optimistic, because I read something the other day, which I don't understand. They say the stock market has been at a record high. Even when we lose some, gain some, but we've been at a record high for a while, which I don't understand. And then they was talking about national economic growth is up 6.4%, and then they turn around and said inflation is up 5%. So I don't understand the two. I thought my price of my bread is going up from whatever $2 to $3. That is not good, but they say you making more money, which is, of course, that's inflation. But I don't know how to explain that. I don't understand it. Cleveland will getting a new mayor here. Yeah, we're gonna get a new mayor. Frank Jackson is not running. He's tired. He's wore down. He's wore down. Teresa said they're violating the Nuremberg laws. Oh, Nuremberg, I know it's the one they had in Germany when they had the Nazi thing going on. They put the people on trial for as war criminals. I don't know. Okay. So anyway, they controlling the world. A lot of these people, they controlling the world, and I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to get off our country now. I'm gonna just go ahead on a bigger level, because, like I say, on the local level, we are being controlled. And there's nothing we can really do about it. It's a psychological thing, and every time we turn on the TV, we being controlled. We used to call that the dummy box when I was a kid, but right now, it's like the boom box. It's controlling us. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Popeye's chicken. You remember when Popeye's chicken came out with that Popeye's chicken sandwich? People went berserk. It's like they had some subliminal message telling them y'all have to have this chicken. It was like they were crackheads, and they were going out and they were fighting in the restaurant over a chicken sandwich. There had to be something wrong with that. The message was not getting through. I was at Popeyes one day and they were fighting over chicken. But I've never seen them fight over a chicken sandwich. People are fighting over food that is already prepared. And can you imagine when we have a food shortage, which is coming because right now they haven't did enough damage to us right now. So they're gonna make it worse for us so they can control it. Like I say, you control the food and the land, you control the people, and that's coming. And now out in California they're controlling your water. So hey, that's it. Yes, Nuremberg laws, you cannot use people for experiments. Oh, it's too late. He said they did what they gave us. I can't say the V word because how that goes, connected. I know I'll be getting these little notices in the thing. Attorney in Germany with a team of doctors are suing CDC and the WHO for crimes against humanity. Oh wow, I want to see how that work out. Annie Oakley says, "Hey Annie, how you doing?" She says, "I don't have a TV anymore. I'm thinking if I wasn't for all the good movies I like, the Disney Channel for my grandson, I don't really watch TV that much. Sometimes I watch certain series that I like, like The Walking Dead and stuff like that. And then I like to watch old time survival movies, when they come on. So, but hey, TV, all this Housewives of Atlanta and all that stuff. I don't watch it. Growing up hip hop, I don't even watch it. I can't watch that stuff. I can't watch reality TV. I cannot do it. So anyway, let me get back to being controlling the world from behind the scenes. See, everybody knows the rich, just the mega rich, the super rich. People like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg. Those are three of the four richest men. They the 1, 2, and 3. Bezos, the richest man in the world. Gates is the second richest man in the world. And Zuckerman is the fourth richest man in the world. These are the three of the four top richest men in the world. I mean, they got billions. And the other guy that's the next richest man in the world is Bernard or Nato, something like that. I think he's in Spain or something like that. He's the third. He on the corporation. But I checked on all the richest people in the world to see who was what. And these are the people that control the world from behind the scenes. Elon Musk ain't even up there, but he's working with the rest of them. So, it used to be you had the people with the power in the hands of the few used to be people like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, JP Morgan, the DuPonts, the Bush family, which is still controlling. That's why the oil prices are so high. If you start looking back when the Bushes was in office, oil prices was always high. I was paying $4, $5, almost $5 back when Bush was president. It's always high. It don't make no difference who's the president, Democrat or Republican. See, the Bushes, they know how to manipulate that thing. When a Republican take off, they lower it a little bit. But when a Democrat take office, they raise the price. It used to be OPEC, but they got rid of OPEC. They killed off all the leaders in OPEC. So I'm just saying. I shouldn't say kill off all. They killed off all because I don't have any proof, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Okay, so hold on. I'm getting behind here because see, I don't have this on slow motion or anything like that. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Annie Lee Brown, how you doing? Annie Lee, you see, but we are in Indiana, so most everywhere else don't force you to mask much. Not anymore. No, they don't want you to. They don't want you to mask up yet. They're not enough people getting sick yet. I mean, you know what I mean? They're gonna wait. And every time you turn around, there's a new variant. Now they're saying the variant is attacking your kids. And if you like me, I don't want nothing, not virus, not people or anything attacking my kids, because that's a very sensitive issue with me, family, especially the youngest members of my family. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I would go to war for my kids. So, now they say this virus is attacking your kids. So how are you going to fight a virus? So you're going to probably have to do what they tell you if your kids are involved, especially young kids. Bushcraft family, how you doing? You say I tend to look at what's going on elsewhere when something like in Florida happens. Yeah. Well, you know what? All you got to do is go over and I think it's Germany. Germany just had a hailstorm or something over there, and they had a lot of stuff going on over there. The weather just been so unpredictable. I have never seen 100-degree weather out in Portland. Never. I always think of rain and stuff like that. They got 100-degree weather out there in Portland. That's just that's absolutely crazy. Hey, JH556. It's Anna Lee Brown say we just have Netflix, Amazon, Bilgo, and YouTube. All you need is YouTube. Just cut it on my channel. Okay. Anna Lee Brown said we've been watching your Black Summer. The kids and I almost done with it. Yeah, wasn't that crazy? We'll talk about that later. Yeah, because I watched it first last year, and this year I watched the second part. It was just crazy. And I think that's how something happened, and we end up with some kind of virus that make people act like that, like a 28 days later type scenario. John Carby said, I think the chicken sandwich wildly active with was pre-planned. Popeye was struggling to get, and the negativity activity helped them out. Yeah, could be pre-planned, but I have no idea. Advice with mail. Hey, I was just on your channel the other day. I like your content. I got to leave more comments though, so you know I'm there. Yes. So anyway, like I say, well, let me use another scenario other than the Popeyes chicken, because see, that was just with a sandwich. Let's say Black Friday or whatever they call that thing after Thanksgiving. How many people see all the violence and people go crazy fighting over TV screens? That's what I'm saying. They've been psychologically controlled, because it didn't used to be like that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I never heard of people going to the store after Thanksgiving and fighting over anything. But as soon as they started publicizing that stuff on TV and stuff like that, I watched them line up at the door. I watched people get killed one year. They were lined up. People got crushed to get a TV. A TV, people. I mean, but see, that's what I'm saying. We are being psychologically controlled. It's like they used to say when you go to the movies and the drive-in and you go up there, they come up that commercial or that thing, starts putting on that little song, let's all go to the diner or whatever. And then you all of a sudden you start getting thirsty. They treating us like, what's that guy, Maslow. Maslow is the thing with the dogs. And every time he rang the bell, the dogs knew it was time to eat. And that's how we being trained. Whatever coming through that TV screen is controlling our brain, especially at certain times of the year. When they start publicizing that thing, the after Thanksgiving sale, your brain start to sucking up this stuff, and next thing you know, you got to go. Even if you don't want to go buy nothing, you got to go. You make it an annual thing. You start making plans. Say, look, hey, what are you doing on Black Friday? We got to go. And you got to go, and you don't know why. Because they're being controlled. That's how our brain is. We just got that kind of brain. We being manipulated. And like I said, and we being manipulated by powers that we can't control. And they just experiment on us, and we just don't even know it. And like I said, I'm not going to talk about anything about the virus and stuff like that, because I have no idea what's going on with that. But I do know one thing. There's still a lot of secret organizations out there. Now, I wish my nephew was here, Grady. He could tell you all about the Vatican secrets and the Vatican papers. He loves that. He loves that. See, me, I can tell you about the Bendenberg group or the Skulls and Bones or the Illuminati, the old time stuff, but it's all these new control people out there. I always wonder why $1 is worth $1. I mean, it's just paper to me. I mean, but why is it worth that much money? Because we've been controlled. Told us it's worth $1. They put it behind. I guess we on a gold standard or whatever. If you got gold, that's backing up the money. And I used to think, why is all our money in gold in Fort Knox? But they find out that it's not even there. But I'm just wondering. We're being manipulated. It's a new world order out here, and like I say, the super rich is controlling us. Jeff Bezos is going into space, and he's flying on an Elon Musk spaceship. Bill Gates bought up all the farmland he can. Now he's the biggest farmland owner in America, and still buying land. So all you got to do is watch what they're doing. They bought half of Greenland. They bought a bunch of land in New Zealand. So I'm gonna tell you something. When this stuff go bad and things start getting worse, people who gonna be rich are the people who gonna own the land, because money ain't gonna mean a thing, but land is. Land has always been worth more. Land has always been worth more. He who owned the land or owned the planet control the people. It's just like what they call that, feudalism. If I can remember my history right, where you had these people, you had the land barons, then you had the people that worked under the land barons to control the people that's working this land. Is that gonna be deja vu for us? Are we gonna be controlled by people that own all the land? You know, the people that own all the machinery, the people that own all the big corporations? Yes, we are being controlled by them now. It's like them TV shows you used to see where you have everybody wearing the same kind of jumpsuit, and they walking, and they all in line, and they walking like robots, and they just going to their little working job, and you know they doing what they doing. They sitting at the same time, they standing at the same time, they eating at the same time. Welcome to our new world, because we heading that way. Okay, let me see what people saying. Let's see. Anna Lee Brown said we went to the movies, and when they opened back up and they required masks, we wore them and then took them off. We seated and all purpose walked out without them. Yeah, what they gonna do? Tell you got to go and you already leaving? That's funny, because I've been wanting to go to the movies, but you know, I'm not gonna go if I had to wear a mask, because I'm not gonna sit there and try to eat my popcorn, pulling out my mask and stuff like that, because I gotta have popcorn because I've been controlled. Okay. Hey, D Griffin, how you doing? If you don't get a chance to see D Griffin's channel, go check her out. You know, I like her. She's on a weight loss journey and weight loss journey she's been doing for a while now. She's doing great. You got to watch her and check out some of her older videos, and you'll find out her story. I say Anna Lee Brown, we had it. I got it bad twice. No vax, no mask, no lockdown. Lockdowns are coming. My daughter wanted to rewatch Revolution. Oh, I love that show. Thanks, it's on Amazon, 2 seasons again. Oh, I like Amazon. I mean, not Amazon, Revolution. Yeah, that's when the power go out and people trying to figure out things. Yeah, that was great. I like that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. D say Revolution was great. It was, I just didn't like the way they ended it so soon, because I always thought that they were gonna actually restart the power because they had that little locket thing, but that's a whole nother thing. Hold up here. Yeah. And Libra, my daughter is 7. D Griffin. D. See, like I said, I try to keep up here. Is 7. Griffin. She is so kiss ass. Her brother is 12 and he's nice, sensitive guy. My daughter watches things. It is like, you better head shot them. She's right. Let me tell you something. Double tap. If you learned anything from watching Zombieland, double tap, because you don't want to get back up. Double tap. Okay. Fatherless Guys Prepper, how you doing? He said, hey brother, how's it going on? I'm from Seattle, and we had one time was here 100 degrees, but never 3 days, 160, never that crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, I would never even thought Seattle would ever get into the 90s other than 100. I mean, see, something is happening. Now, they say that is global warming. Okay. They say it's global warming. And I'm like, why is it so bad this year compared to the last years? I mean, the whole West. I said a few videos ago that the West was experiencing a drought. Nobody didn't know they was in a drought. I told everybody, hey, they got a drought out there. This was like a couple of months ago, because it's always on fire. I mean, they always burning. It's like it's a regular thing. You know what I mean? It's like it's a regular thing that they create a thing out there. The federal government is creating a thing that they gonna actually call it fire season. I mean, and I'm like, I can't figure out why some of these other places, like in Germany and Belgium and stuff like that, they got these big forests like that they're not always burning. But in America and in our Southwest out there, It's always burning. I mean, we got in Ohio, we got a lot of forests. They used to call Cleveland the Forest City, but we got a lot of forests here, a lot of parks. If you ever watch if you ever watched The Unpaved Explorer, he be in a lot of parks around a lot of trees. But I remember only one time we had a fire like that where the Menor Marsh had caught on fire. It was the marshland. Menor Marsh had caught on fire. And that was intentionally set. They got that guy. I remember that. But other than that, we don't have fires like y'all have out there. I mean, we get hot weather too. It's been hot here lately, except for today. But I kind of figure that maybe it's something going on out there that they want to create havoc out that way. But I can't say that for sure. Miko one. Yeah, everyone taking the poke are being controlled. Which once you take it, and they control you, they tell you to take it, you've been controlled. And then they compare it to other vaccines we took when we were kids. Like when I was young, and I remember when we had to go to school, they had to take us to get these shots and stuff. Back then, they didn't use these little air gun things. They used regular needles. That's why I'm afraid of needles to this day. You should see me when I had to get a shot. I got tears in my eyes. I mean, I'm crying because I'm scared of needles. I take it. I take the shots. Like when they got to get blood and stuff, I tell the lady before she take my blood, I say, look, I got to tell you, I'm afraid of needles. I'm definitely afraid of needles. And, they tell me things to calm me down. But, it's just like back when you were a kid, you got to get them shots. That's why I'm afraid of needles. They used to hurt me something terrible, I still remember we get the polio shots and you get that little thing that used to last on your arm and stuff like that, the tetanus shot and all these different shots when you had to go to school. And I remember that. Okay. Never been to a Black Friday sale ever. I won't do that craziness. But I can tell you would. I'll tell you what happened. If they say we got ammo, if they say we got all kinds of handgun ammo, 9mm, 45, and we got 223s and 5.56 ammo on sale, 50% off. The regular price is what is it now? For $30-something for 9mm, and they're gonna drop it back down to like $9. You'll be first in line. And that's how they do it. They find out what you want. And they find out what you need. And then they manipulate you. And they get you where they want you. And that's how it is. And this is the big corporations that's doing that. And that's who's controlling everything. They controlling everything. They're giving us misleading information. You know what I mean? It's only to control us. It's just like when they used to tell us the simple thing. They used to tell us this simple thing when this virus first came out. I don't want to talk about the virus. I'm just going to see the words what they were using. Believe the science. And what I always said about that science, me and Grady when we was here, we always say just because you can do something, should you do it? Because sometimes science is not always good for what they do, because scientists always experiment on shit. I said shit. Experiment on stuff. Okay. Hey, straight to the point outdoors. How you doing? Out west. How you doing? That's Susie and Bill out there. That's Out West Homestead. They have a nice little homestead. I think they way out there. They're not in Arizona. I think they're closer to. I think they're in New Mexico. They're in New Mexico. Yeah, you want to see some stuff? Go see their channel. Especially when they do their little tours and they go places, you'll see a lot of things. Yeah, that's New Mexico. Let's see. Hey, Red Road Homestead is in the house. Michelle the Great is in the house. Let's see. Who else is in the house? Gardner Josh is in the house. So I got like 21 people and 13 thumbs up. Okay. So anyway, let me finish reading some of these messages here. Let's see. Unpaved Explorer say, Ray, you got plans for watching the fireworks? I had to go nowhere. They have fireworks every night. I'm expecting some to go off pretty soon because they've been shooting them all morning. See, John, John, like I know, how close we are to the fireworks factories. They got one right there around 2 and 250 in Sandusky. That's the big one. They used to have one down in Lodi. I think that one blew up a few years ago, but they got one right down there in Sandusky, which is like a 45-minute drive. And then they got one in Canton, you see, which is like a 30-minute drive. And they buying these fireworks. Man, they buying them fireworks. And they be booming. And last year, it was like the skies never got dark. So many fireworks, they kept them lit up. And then, they don't enforce the law, so there's nothing they can do. They just go. Okay, Adam says, beam me up. Griffin say, you must be Amazonian or Andromeda. Andromeda. Okay. Sorry about my reading. I don't read well like I used to. Let's see. In fact, my daughter was 5 the first time I heard her tell the TV, look for the exit wound, dummy. Oh, boy. That's the new generation. They're going to save us. Supposedly, they're going to be the artists of the world and whatever. They're going to, they're going to save us. They're going to save us. But they're going to save us. We'll be dead because I'm a millennium. I'm a baby boomer, and the millenniums and all them are going to save us. Well, is my advice. The one thing about history is that it always repeats itself. Yes, I did. If you ever seen my video on the fourth turning, you see that history always repeats itself every 80 years. So if you want to know when it's going to repeat itself, every 80 years. And right now we're at the end of that repeating cycle. We're in a crisis situation now. So we at the end of it, and things are finna get hot. You say this 2028 or whatever is gonna be the end of this thing, and then they're gonna start all over again. They're gonna wipe the slate clean, I guess. So I don't know. I'm just waiting to see if that's gonna really happen. And that was predicted in the fourth turning. And what is funny is she's tiny. She's 7, but looks about 5. She's itty bitty like me. Her brother is 12 and he's 5'10" tall, and I fit under his chin. Wow, 12 years old and 5'10", he's tall. Shoot, I'm 6'2". And when I just thought when I got out of high school, I was only what 6 feet. But shoot. Yeah, that's crazy. Hello, Grandpa. It's out with High Urban Prepper. Got a letter in the mail. Someone wanted to buy our land. We don't know who who they are. Let me tell you something. You in New Mexico, right? That is this Chinese conglomerate. This Chinese conglomerate is trying to buy out all the land in Mexico. I don't know why. I mean, you out there with the aliens, so don't. I'm trying to say the aliens and the lizard people for last, because I think Hutch Homestead wanted me to talk about the lizard people, and I'm trying to wait till I see him in here before I start talking about it, because I don't want him to lose anything when I say. But yes, they are buying land, and every time you turn around, a lot of you gonna be getting calls and phone calls and stuff. I get them all the time because I'm being what they call that regentrifying this area I'm in, because I got lakefront property. Basically, I'm still considered lakefront. And you know how it is when you got lakefront property, everybody wants it. And then plus they built like new hospitals and they redid all the parks and everything. Well, it's a whole bunch of stuff. That's what they want. They definitely want to buy yours. So be careful out there, because we got to watch the hand that tries to shake it, because it might be a knife in the other one. Okay, it's had too much truth in the show. They didn't want to end the revolution, but the funding got cut. Well, that's the year that they had. I think that was the year that they had the writer's strike too. When the writer's strike came, a whole lot of shows ended badly, because see, like I like Revolution. I'm gonna tell you some shows that I like. I like Jeremiah, Revolution, Defiance, Fallen Skies, Jericho, Z Nation, Van Helsing, but that's something different. That's like Walking Dead. That shows I like. But Jeremiah, Revolution, and Jericho, those were shows that you that was more like what we going through now, you know. And then they had the movies, you know, like the movie Blackout, you know, they made two different ones, but Blackout, Domestic, Bushwick, 28 weeks and days later, the Book of Eli, Mad Max movies, and The Road, and the movie How It Ends, and The Postman, and The Day After. All those are good movies too. That's the only reason I got TV. That's why I got TV, but I got a Fire Stick. And I try to watch these when I can. If I can't watch them on regular TV, I can go on YouTube and watch them. And there's a lot of good movies out there, but like I say, those are the kind of stuff I like, you know, besides the baseball games, the football games. I don't really watch too much basketball now that we won our championship back here. Let's see, Michelle the Great say, hey, Grandpa, excuse me, advice with Mel say, for Seattle, I believe that's Yellowstone. Yellowstone is I think between Montana, Idaho, all in that area over there. All in that area. Yeah, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that. They on the super volcano. If that blows, like I said in some other videos, if Yellowstone blows up, anybody out west, like I say, you know, like the Dakotas and Idaho and all that place like that, Montana, you guys are in real trouble because y'all in the blast zone. See me, I'm up in Ohio. We're gonna get some fallout. Everybody gonna get some fallout. The world is gonna get some fallout. Matter of fact, depending on how big it is, if it blow completely, the world gonna die because it's gonna create a cloud that's gonna block out the sun, and no sun, no growth. You know what I mean? So that's a whole other story. Pick the point. She'll say they state that the tap water tastes like dirt due to the drought in California. I don't really know. I don't know. I haven't heard that. The last time I heard people had bad water was a local thing where the people wells had went bad. They get the state over here had to send some water to them because their wells got contaminated. That was local stuff. But I know out in Flint that time when they just sent some politicians to jail for the stuff that happened with their water in Flint. But I heard they getting it together now. They redoing the pipes and all that stuff. But it's been years. Let's see, the ground stays hot and dries everything out easier. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. Great research devices to make human more mild-mannered and better manageable. Yeah, it ain't working. If that vaccine is supposed to make us more mild-mannered and more manageable, it ain't working because, as you know, violence is up. I think people would lock down too long, and people's tempers are really hot. They really hot tempered out there now. So, you know, let's see. Remember the one, Grandpa, that left a circle in the big. Yeah, that's that vaccine. That was the. I think that was the polio shot or whatever. You know, you get that shot and they leave that thing. See, I got a bruise right here. I don't know what that is. I mean, it was darker, but it's like a circle like somebody's lips. Okay. I think an alien must have bit me while I was asleep. One of the experiments, one of them suction things. I don't know. I don't remember hurting my arm. I say, Michelle the Great, I have marks on both my arms still from the back of the child. Yeah, like I say, when we was back in the day, remember when they used to give you this shot? You used to go get them shots. I mean, I think I had like 4 shots all in one day. Remember when you had to get the shot, and then you cried and they give you a sugar cube. Remember that? They give you a sugar cube. I'm like, what the hell is this? Am I a horse? You know, you a little kid because I think you had to get them before you go to school. See, my mother took me up there, took me and my brother because we only 2 years apart. We had to get our shots because we was going to the school. But my baby sister, she couldn't get it because she's the youngest. She wasn't able to school. Yeah, we got our shots. And I remember this today. Like I said, I don't like needles right now. Let's see, Michelle the Great. Let's see, Anna Lee Brown say, when we lit them forced chickenpox vax for something that killed 100 Americans a year, it would it, they we let them vax crap get out of control. Yes, because they started giving us the polio vaccine, the chickenpox vaccine, the measles vaccine. It was getting all these vaccines all at one time when you had to go to school. And let me tell you right now, if you got a kid that got to go to school, what they tell you, have your kid has his shot. If you got a kid got to play on a sports team, what they say, have your kids got the shot. When you go to the army, or any other military, what they tell you, you got to get the shots. You see what I'm saying? But they still shooting us. They still giving us stuff. But like I say, hey, I grew up with shots, and that's all I know. You know, like I say, I'm not telling you anything different, but they control me. They control me, and they say you got to get this shot, and they tell you all these different reasons, and they sit up there and they say that keyword, believe the science. Then they got me, because it's a keyword in my brain that says believe the science. Okay, I'm gonna do it. That's why I say we can be in control. Like I say, some people be in control when they watch TV and they tell them go get that chicken sandwich. Other people sit up there, they tell you got to go on Amazon and buy this, or you got to go to Black Friday and buy that. And like I say, we be in control from behind the scenes. And then they putting all these towers out there. These 5G towers, these 4G towers. Every year is a different tower. And then I think they put stuff in them towers that they tell you got to have a phone. You can't leave your house without your phone. See, let me see, is this damn thing still on? The other day I was trying to watch Cosell Trainers. I was upstairs and the computer is downstairs, and I was upstairs. I was doing some stuff. I was doing some cleaning, and so I didn't want to miss this show. So I was trying to use this. See, it got power and everything, but I rarely ever use it. So I was trying to use this and watch him, but I didn't know how to figure out how to make comments on it. Every time I made a comment, the rest of the comments I made would disappear, and everybody else's comment would disappear. And I was watching Cosell Trainer Monday, and like I say, they got me controlled that I need technology to do things. It ain't like the old days where you thought for yourself. People can't even add, subtract, and multiply at a store. When you go to pay for something, they have to hit a button. Oh, this costs $1.25. This is $1.39. This is $1.49. And if their computer go down or their accountant go down, they can't get a pencil and a piece of paper and start writing stuff down like in the old days. They got to have that. Like at McDonald's, or Burger King, or any other fast food restaurant. They don't even have prices on the thing. They got pictures. They push the picture. They push the picture. And then it comes, they give them a price. I think Sinbad said it once. He said they don't even know how to give you change out of $1 if the computer don't tell them. It's just crazy. So let me go ahead and read some of these comments. Did you get the swine flu shot in the 70s? That was huge middle needles contraption. No, I did not get the swine flu shot. I think they didn't push it in my neighborhood. I didn't get the swine flu shot. But let me tell you something. Every year, like I said, I was a mailman. Every year, I would get a flu shot. Every year, I would get a flu shot. Post office was paying for the flu shot, and they didn't want us to get sick, and they offered it to us, and they gave us time to go get it. And every year, I would go get a flu shot, and I've been getting a flu shot every year since then. So I got a flu shot this year before this virus started to come out. I had got a flu shot right before the virus hit. I got a flu shot in January. The virus hit in here in March because everything got shut down. So like I say, I've been controlled. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say I'm one of them tough guys that's out here that's saying, oh, they can't do this and they can't do that. And I know what's going on. You can still know what's going on, but you can still be controlled. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. And I know a lot of you understand what I'm saying because we are being controlled. Hey, Diamond, Sapphire Diamonds and Pearls, how you doing? Oh, okay. They just said it. snowing snowing in Brazil. Have you ever heard of it snowing in Brazil? I never even heard of snow in Brazil. It's all green down there. Never haven't heard of it snowing in Brazil. Even in South America, just up in the mountains, they have some snow on the top of the mountains, but because they above the clouds. But man, no, that's like snowing in Hawaii. It snowed in Hawaii a couple of years ago. Come to think of it, and I've been to Hawaii. I've been to the top. They laughing out loud, bringing up ammo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, they find your weakness. Okay, they find your weakness. Stop right down the borough. Hello from Nevada. Wow. Guns Coast to Coast. Good video. Thanks for streaming. It says, John Coffee said, I got the ghost. I got to go. I got to see the craziness. Might buy something. I won't stand in line, but sit in the car until the line is gone. Uncle, that bullfrog is in the house, everybody. That's Uncle Al. Go to Uncle Al's channel because Uncle Al don't make live videos himself. He usually on what was that? Camp Patton's family videos, live streams. But so Uncle Al needs some watch outs. I know he do because if you don't go live, you don't get to watch outs. And so everybody try to give out to our videos some support. You know, I like when we got to go down a rabbit hole with Uncle Al sometimes, but that's okay. He's like he says in his entry, he's just an old man and he's a crazy old man. So you got to watch his stuff. It's good. Uncle Al, that's Dad Boulevard 79. Screamshaw Rose. They canceled our town fireworks quite a while ago. Wow. You want to hear something funny? We have big fireworks here. I think Willoughby. It's a suburb outside of Cleveland. It's about 12 miles outside of Cleveland. You know, just past Euclid and Wickliffe, and they canceled their fireworks because they couldn't find any fireworks because everybody's buying fireworks. I'm telling you, Cleveland, we're full of fireworks. You think we got guns? We got fireworks. I don't know. Maybe it's that extra $600 they were getting from the government for the unemployment checks, and they went out and bought all these fireworks. But it is crazy up here. They got so many fireworks. They've been shooting them off for the last 2 months. I mean, night and day. They've been shooting off these fireworks. And I'm just saying, I ain't got to go to no fireworks show. I usually go to one in Bracknell around the corner, but I won't have to do that this year. Let's see, but I'm going to make a nice cookout. Okay. I'm making wine this week in my happy place. It's about to get happier. Oh man, I remember this guy made some dandelion wine once. Dandelion wine. He can make it. He's an old Greek guy. I mean, I'm old, but he was older than me. Gen X loves. Come on, man. Let's see, Anthony Brown. I know my boy is 12. Prime age for a damn idiot draft in just a few. Yeah. I hope we don't have the draft. I hope they never bring back the draft. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like you may have heard me say, I'm from a military family. You know, I got it's 7 of us. I got 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and all my brothers are veterans. All my brothers are veterans, and my oldest daughter's a veteran. She was in the Navy, and 2 of my brothers are dead already. They didn't get killed in any war, you know, but they served. You know, they served. That's what I'm saying. My brother that's right in front of me that went in. You know, he was a Vietnam era veteran, just like my other brother Joe. They were all Vietnam era veterans, and he was the one that really hooked me onto these spaceships and all this stuff he's seen when he was in the service up in Montana, guiding Malmstrom Air Force Base. But anyway, that's a whole other story. But like I say, I'm from a military family, and I was the youngest son, so I they didn't want to draft me because I wasn't old enough to be drafted anyway. I was a year too young. But the next year, the war ended, so they stopped the draft. Well, they started to pull the troops back out in 73 and 74. They started to pull the troops out because the next year I was a senior in high school. I'd have been eligible for the draft, so I would just missed it. And besides, I couldn't go anywhere because I was in the hospital anyway. I had just tore up my knee. Okay, so that's enough story about me. Okay, coast to coast, laughing out loud. Hey, hefty lefties in the house. Okay, okay, heading back to the work. Okay, Gun. See you later. Unpaid. Hello, Sapphire and Pearl. I am well. Hope you're doing well. D. Griffin. Okay. What? Oh, I like Serenity too. You know, that's a space. Space stuff. Like Deep Space Nine and Star Trek. Serenity was the name of the spaceship. Yes, I watched that. I watched that series. It's a short series. Could have lasted longer. Matter of fact, they did a movie out of it. What happens uh, on that far planet will happen to Earth. Oh, okay. Flint, Michigan still had bad water. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I thought they had finally got that situation straightened out where they would put new pipes in and stuff like that out in Flint. Because I know they was bottled watering up everywhere out there. We sent bottled water to their state from Ohio. Hello, Garden State Gardener. See, Joe Italy Brown. Everything happened for the having the four being simple burgers, beef, and also turkey corn. Man, you making me hungry now. Yeah, I like to eat. My daughter, no, she's not in the Navy now. She's oh shoot, she's been out of the Navy for a while. She's 38 now. She's 38. Yeah, yeah, she was working in Washington D.C., but now she's still in Maryland, but she's not working in D.C. anymore. I'm glad of that because you know how D.C. is. I'm almost done at the end, ready for retirement. Now her husband was in the Navy for I forgot, but 14, 15, maybe 16 years. I know he retired from the Navy because she married a Navy vet too. Navy people. She lived out in San Diego. Yep. Okay, I'm all caught up now. Okay, so basically, I talked about being controlled from the outside. You know, being controlled from behind the scenes by these rich and powerful corporations. See, it's no more. It's no longer one individual. I mean, it is people from all the world that's controlling us now, and they all these super rich people. You know, Canada got this guy up there. I guess his name is Dave Thompson. He's one of the richest men in the world. He's a billionaire, and he's part of this stuff. You know, so I mean, it's all over. It's all over. You know, we got all these people from China. It's all about money. It's always been about money and power. You know, it's never been about your allegiance to any one state. Their allegiance, not mine. Their allegiance is to the mighty dollar. You know what I mean? So these people that we think that they helping us, that controlling us, they're not. You know, they testing us. I could tell you some stuff that happened, you know, over in Africa where some of these people that's supposed to be helping people out was doing actually testing stuff on them, and it didn't work out well. You know what I mean? Well, I'm just saying, don't trust anybody that's gonna give you a free handout. Like they said, they're gonna give us a free handout again. I mean, just watch the strings that attach. You know what I mean? Because everything got a price. You know, everything comes with a price. You never get nothing for free. You know what I mean? It's all about economic wealth. And like I said, if you got the means and the ability to buy land, buy land. Buy land because right now it's only gonna be a few people that's gonna own land. The rest of us that got land, they gonna either eminent domain it or they're gonna make you sell it. And then they're gonna have all these people owning this part of America, this part of America, that part of America. And I mean, they're gonna be buying it as much as they can. And these conglomerates, they're gonna start with the rural areas. Have you ever noticed why, if you live in a rural area, you have no hospital close, no grocery stores close? You talking about you guys got to drive what 10, 15 miles to go to a grocery store? I mean, I'm talking about a regular grocery store. I'm not talking about a little small convenience store. I'm talking about a regular grocery store or a hospital if you get sick. You might have a little doc clinic, but what? How come y'all don't have a hospital? It's all a plan. You know, it's all a plan. They want your land. You know what I mean? And they're gonna get it because we don't see it coming. You know, like I said before, and I don't think I put it this way, but America is on life support. You know what I mean? We on life support, and it's not supposed to be that way. And people we trying to jumpstart it, but it's too late. You know, the EKG is reading that we're about to die, and that's what's happening. You know, it's the weather. Yeah, the weather is killing us, and the weather's gonna kill our crops, and the weather's gonna kill people. Right now, we waiting for that 28 inches of snow to come every year, which is gonna happen. Because when you get a really extreme summer, you get a really extreme winter. It goes hand in hand because the planet is trying to balance itself out. And no matter how much they tell you that, oh, it's all because of global warming, it's because of the magnetic axis that is controlling everything. I don't know what it's because. I'm just telling you what it is. It's going to be bad. And it's going to be bad. And people just right now, they probably thinking, oh, this guy just talking. He's just crazy. You know, he's being fearmonger. No. I'm just telling you. You go out there right now in Portland and Seattle, and it's 100 degrees. You tell me how much fear I'm mongering, because I want to know. You know, the changes are going to be irreversible, and that's what I'm saying. We're in a state of planetary emergency, if you ask me, and it's going to be bad. Hey, somebody coming in. That's my daughter. So like I said, it's going to be bad. Let me see. Bill Gates loves you. Yeah, he loves me. Yeah, truth. Everything has a price. You're right. Everything has a price. I sure do. I have a 30-minute drive. See, and it's crazy. And they love it like that. And then I ain't gonna talk about the prices and stuff that's going up now. The gas prices and the food prices, and it's gonna be that way pretty soon. You're gonna have to make a choice. Either you're gonna drive your gas or eat your food, because you can't have both. It's gonna be a choice like that. It's coming. It's Adam said the closest hospital is about 16 miles from me. 16 miles. What if your life depended on it, and you had a stroke or a heart attack, and you got maybe 10 minutes to get to a hospital? That's just bad. That's terrible. Hey, prayer betters, hi. Let's see, 4-legged security animal. Yeah, that's my grandson. He just got here from daycare. He's over there crying. You might be able to hear him. Okay, yeah. So anyway, like I said, it's going to be bad. There's nothing we can do about it. But you should ask your locals why we have to go so far for food, and they want it that way. And they want to make it so that you be under their control. And now they're gonna tell you, well, we can deliver food. You know, they pushing this store delivery thing. You know, where they want you to call a number and they'll deliver the stuff to you. It's nothing like going to the store and picking out your own fresh vegetables if you can, or growing them in your garden if you got it. Because I don't trust these people when they talk about they'll bring you stuff to your house, because you don't know what they're gonna bring. You don't know what they put in there. You know, because you got to watch your food. You always do. I remember a few years ago when they had the Tylenol scare. I don't know how many of you guys remember the Tylenol scare, when somebody was putting stuff in the bottle of Tylenol that was killing people. See what I'm saying? There's some people out there that's not quite right in the head. They do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't believe they pulled that stuff. I can't believe it. Let's see what they saying here. The Maverick Prepper. There isn't enough money out in the rural areas to keep grocery stores and hospital directors interested in building out there. You'll be surprised. Because, see, it ain't about the money that you get from the neighbors. It ain't about that. If they go build a hospital out there, believe me, they gonna get money. It's gonna be more researchers and stuff like that. It's gonna be the big change. Let me put it to you this way. When I was a kid, we had like 4 hospitals. You know what I mean? We had like 4 hospitals. We have Mount Sinai, St. Luke's, University, and we had this other hospital that's in East Cleveland that just no longer exists. We had like 4 hospitals. Then we had 3 on the west side. And this is a city that got 85,000 people. Now, Cleveland got like 12 hospitals just in Cuyahoga County alone. You see what I'm saying? It is not about The people, it's about the research and the money and stuff they can do. You build a hospital, you just be an afterthought. They don't make their money through patients no more. They don't make their money through patients. You know what I mean? They can care less if we die or live because they gonna get their money. You know what I mean? They got doctors right now pushing unnecessary surgery on people because they know they can make more money if they give you a surgery and have you coming back as a patient than they can do by keep treating you. You know, let me put it this way. I had my first knee surgery. It was like $63,000. Then my second knee surgery, it was like $68,000. Then I had my first knee replacement. It was like $120,000. Then I had my second knee replacement. It was $140,000. You see what I'm saying? They were making BMWs off of me. You know, it was like every time they needed a new part for their car, they come and cut on me. And that's why I'm saying I'm not getting no more surgeries. I done had 5, and that's enough. You know, I walk around and hurt, give me a shot or whatever, but I'm not going back under that knife. Like I say, that's how it is. And they will, they will be able to take care of you if they wanted to. If they wanted to, but they don't want to. The cold and hot changes are due to slight movement in the Earth's orbit and axis. Yeah, the magnetic pole shifts. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah. The plus side, not traffic and gas pedals to the floor. Yeah, they say cayenne pepper stops the heart attack. Yeah, I don't know. I had never had a heart attack and never want one. The Tylenol scare was 1982. I remember that. Let's see. Absolutely right on Ray. The COVID situation was all about bed space and saving us NHS. Cleveland Clinic is the largest employer in Northeast Ohio. Yes. All those replacements. Is anything original left for you? I'm a cyborg. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. All this is on one knee. That's only one knee. The other knee was just a meniscus tear. Yeah, but like my right knee, because I limp to this day and they got my hip hurting. So you see, you know, and I had all this when I was in my 50s. You know, and like I said, but I'm still walking. You know, I still walk. I mean, I used to set off alarms at the schools. I used to set off alarms at the airport. It was funny. I walk in and they used to set off these alarms. They gave me cards. I got 2 cards I carry to tell them what's wrong with me. It's just crazy. You know, when I go to the airport, you know, they put you in this thing, you know, you spin you around, and then you got to let them know, get a card. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm a cyborg. Like I say, and I'm being controlled. But let me somebody is looking for cheeses. No, he finna eat his lunch. Yeah, that's them in the background. I know y'all can see. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, let me say this. A disability is not an inability, okay? Just because I'm disabled, you know, don't mean I'm not able to do anything, you know what I mean? You know, so you gotta remember that. And a lot of us are old and we got things wrong with us, but there's nothing wrong with our brains. We can still do things, we can still think things out, we can still do more than a lot of other people can do. So like I said, never underestimate an old person. We got knowledge and stuff that a lot of the young people would never have. Let's say, do you think blackouts all across the United States would happen more and more? Yes. Garden State Gardeners in the house. They're already happening. You know, like I said, last year we had a couple of rolling blackouts. I thought they were just regular blackouts, but they were rolling blackouts. And we never have that here. You know what I mean? So if you got blackout equipment, you better get ready to use it. Don't put it away, because you're going to have to use it soon. And I know they're going to have blackouts in California. They do it every year. And with this heat right now, they telling you right now to conserve energy, don't run your air conditioning. It's hard to tell a person when you up in Portland, it's 116 degrees, not to run a fan or your air conditioning. I mean, what do you want them to do, die? I mean, they're going to run it because that's what they do. That's what they do, because I know I would do it. Let's see. Control the people is easy. Make them to go digital currency. You're right. And like I say, I have no idea. Now my nephew, when he was here, he was talking about that digital currency thing, that Bitcoin thing. See, I have no idea. I grew up on a dollar, you know, coins, you know, dollars, nickels and dimes and pennies and stuff like that. But I don't know nothing about this stuff. I mean, I did a book report when I was in high school back in the 70s, and it was on the cashless society because that's when we started to have credit cards. That's when we had the first credit card I ever seen was from Bank of America. The other one was from this place called Alden's or something like that out of Chicago. Oh yeah, you got ice in there. Go ahead and drink your juice. But yeah, so like I say, I was surprised. But then I did that, and then next year it seemed like Sears, May Company, you know, all these other companies had credit cards, you know, MasterCard, Visa, like I said, American Express, all these cards are out here now. And they want to make sure that nobody had any money, you know. And then they say they going to cut out money anyway, and they're going to start putting this barcode on people, you know, a barcode, because they know a lot of people don't want them chips, so they just going to tattoo a barcode on you to let you know how much you're supposed to earn. He got his laser gun here. See, it got a little water in there. We'll put that water in there here. Okay, yeah, don't squirt the dog. He hates that. Okay, let's see. Cleveland, clear gray sky says facts. Okay, you have all cars, only payments are for gasoline. Yeah, gasoline. Pretty soon that's all we're gonna need. We're gonna have cars. Ain't nobody gonna have money. And they're gonna when we get this big currency thing, like you say, and the super rich is pushing for this. The super rich. Like I say, they control things from behind the scenes. Like, let me tell you something. That Bitcoin was making so much money because Elon Musk was behind this, and he was making people money, you know, because he was investing this money, you know, into this thing, and he was doing it into the space program. So for 1 month, he decided not to put his money in there, and that thing dropped all the way down to the bottom. One person can control the stock market, and that's what these people do. They know how to manipulate people. They figure out a way to control everybody. They control the stock market. They control the world. And only the super rich control that. The big corporations and the people that are behind these big corporations, you know, that own everything. And let me tell you something else. These people that control the communications, we always talk about, you know, CNN and Newsmax and all these things, but they owned by the same people. They owned by the same people. They create chaos. And chaos is the key for them. Don't squirt that on that. The chaos is the key. Because if you keep people fighting among themselves, you know, people that won't watch CNN, they will watch Newsmax, which is the same thing. They own both. They say, I don't care who wins. It's like the Rothschilds did in World War One. You know, they funded both sides. Whoever was fighting who, it didn't make no difference. They funded both sides because they're going to get paid either way. And that's what they doing now. That's where they make money. It ain't about... Crystal, tell them we don't want any. Here's some guy. Don't open that door, Jamie. Crystal? Okay. Yeah, somebody at my door. I don't know who it is. He uniform on. Yeah, so anyway. It's like that. So look here. I'm going to have to go because I'm being distracted. I got too much stuff going on around here. So I never did get the chance to explain the lizard people thing. So maybe next time. So I will see you guys later. I got to cut this short. Like I said, that's why I usually do it at 2. But like I said, I got too much stuff going on here. All right. Thank you guys later.